A good sign of the depression I'm starting to feel about the descent of my country into tyranny might be seen physically in the fact that I have spent most of the morning fiddling with my camera focus and trying to dim the books in the background so that they don't overpower me, as I've had a few people complaining of that. Right, so I hope my depression has at least made the viewing experience more pleasant for you. Meanwhile, I have no pleasant news with which to comfort you. I'm just going to be talking about the disintegration of my country's democracy into some sort of middle European hellhole. All right, I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. You see, it's not just the restriction of freedom of speech that's going to destroy this country. It's what happens because of the restriction of freedom of speech. Look, you guys from abroad, do you want to come to this country now as tourists? Are you planning to do that? Are you thinking of other places? The British government are now going to stop selling arms to Israel. If you're in a foreign country and you're buying arms, are you thinking of buying arms from the United Kingdom, or are you thinking perhaps of buying arms from somewhere perhaps a bit more reliable? If you're here in this country and you're thinking of starting up a business, are you going to start your business up, or are you going to think, well, who knows what taxes and restrictions the Labour Party are going to put on this? Perhaps better not. It's going to impinge on the fabric of our society from top to bottom. And if you happen to get in trouble with the law, well, here we have a judge urging the consideration of the charge carrying a heftier sentence. So there are two possibilities: disorder or there's riot. Riot has a maximum sentence of 10 years. And a judge is saying maybe that's what we should be doing. Well, yeah, I mean, if there are a lot of people causing violent disorder and rioting and all the rest of it, they may deserve a 10-year prison sentence. But then we've got these sorts of people here. At Chester Crown Court, a 53-year-old woman who lived a quiet, sheltered life, obviously very angry about what had happened in Southport, she was jailed for 15 months after she posted an online message saying, "Blow the mosque up with the adults in it." Well, look, do you think she had a following that was likely to take any notice of what she'd said? Yeah, she shouldn't have said it, but she is not likely to actually prompt anyone to do any blowing up of mosques. She sent that message to a Facebook group from her home in Church Lawton in Cheshire. And of course, somebody from that Facebook group reported her to the police. Which means that we're going to stop trusting our friends and acquaintances now as well. Again, not good for the country. You can have that person who reported her to the police could say, you know, that's not very nice. You shouldn't say things like that. And then maybe given her a chance to take it down. But no, straight to the police. I hope they're feeling very satisfied with themselves. So she got 18 months. Meanwhile, these people, all charges have been dropped. All right, so just listen to what he is asking people to do. Rape their daughters. No charges. And what about these people here who broke a policewoman's nose and tried to grab a gun from an armed policeman. No charges. Well, not as yet anyway, while this woman is already off to jail. And these people did this, what, 2 weeks ago? That's why people are angry. And it says here, Daniel Russell was jailed for 32 months after he was seen kicking a black man who may have been part of an anti-racism protest. Well, you know, he was kicking a man. Was he kicking the man because he was black, or was he kicking the man because they were involved in a fight? The way this has been reported, it looks like a racist attack. But I don't see that anything's been proven on that. Another man, Mark Bowen, was handed a 25-month sentence, that's 2 years, after shouting at police, "Shame on you, you horrible somethings. I hope it's your effing kids next, mate." So he was angry with the police after children had been murdered and saying the police were taking the part of the government, and that he hoped it was his kids next, the police kids next. That's not a threat. It's not even a plan. But he got 2 years. These guys, nothing. All charges dropped. We have video of it. We know who they were. They have the car number plates. These people were detained after several hours when they were on their way back to Bradford or wherever. No charges. These guys, they're still walking around. Isn't that enough to depress anyone? I actually said to my husband this morning, I think the country is getting into such a bad state, I'd rather be somewhere else. And he shook his head and he said, no, we can't do that. And I said, no, it's not realistic, us moving house, emigrating at our age. But the fact that I even thought of that, terrible. Okay, till next time. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, by clicking the notification bell, and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, also links to donation sites, but really the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like. Thank you.